up, guys? This lady just walked by. I swear to God, if she comes near, I'm gonna cry. There she is. Oh my God. What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I think intros are super cheesy, and I'm so new here, so new to YouTube, but I really felt like filming a video for you guys because I've been getting lots and lots of questions on my eyelash extensions, and I kind of just wanted to film a video all about them. So here we go. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about my experience with eyelashes and how I got them and how I found my eyelash lady. And then I'm gonna talk to you about some of the frequently asked questions that I've been getting and kind of taking you behind the scenes of like what it's like to get eyelash extensions. And I know like a lot of you guys have told me that you guys are considering getting eyelash extensions, but you have all these questions and all these concerns about them. And so I just kind of wanted to put it all in one video and kind of just give you the tea on it. So here we go. All right, so my experience on having eyelashes. Well, I first got my eyelashes, first off, here you guys can see them. So I've been getting eyelash extensions for about 2 years now, and it's something that I've always wanted to get because, you know, I see girls on Instagram that have them and I'm like, oh my God, they look so good. Like, it's so bold and dramatic, and I feel like they look prettier and more natural than like strip lashes. So I'm like, okay, like I really want them. Basically, I just kind of saw this girl on Instagram and I was literally stalking her page. So this is literally how I found my eyelash lady, by the way. So I was literally stalking this girl's Instagram, going through my phone, and like she didn't tag her eyelash lady, and I'm so pissed because some of the comments were like, who does your lashes, who does your lashes? I'm like literally reading the comments, and I finally went back maybe like a year on her like feed, and basically I looked at the comments and I think she tagged it, or she might have tagged the photo with it. Either way, like I found my eyelash lady's page and I texted the number, and I think that's how I got in contact with my eyelash lady. Almost 2 years. So now I'm going to go over some of the frequently asked questions that people have been DMing me, and then questions that I had initially for my eyelash lady. All right, so the first question is, what size are your eyelashes / style? And I know that was one that someone DM'd me about a month ago, and it was really hard because at the time I was like in between different sizes because I wanted to size down. Right now I'm wearing size 13s. Do a side view of it, like they are D curls, so it's like the curliest you can go for this size. I know there's a curlier one, but it's a little bit shorter. I think it's called L+, and those are like L and then it has a curl or something like that, but I know I don't go that small. I think it's like 12 is the max size. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I like these ones because they're a little more, you know, geared to my eye shape, because I started off, once I saw that girl's picture on Instagram, I was like, oh my God, give me those. I want those. Whatever she has, just put them on my eyes. And she did. She wore 15s volume, and this girl had big blue eyes, and I was just like, oh my God, like they look so good. And so we did that the first time, and they looked good on me. Like I liked the way they looked, but you know, they were just a little bit long for me. So over the time, I've been sizing down. I'd say within the last year, I went to 14, and then 13s, and I really like them because when they fall out, and they will fall out, they look a little bit more natural. And I do mixed volume. I know you can do classic, which is like one extension per real eyelash, and it's like very individual. So if you have 50 eyelashes, I don't even know how many eyelashes people have on each eye, but say if you have 50 eyelashes, you have 50 extensions on. Mixed volume is like exactly what it sounds like. It's mixed. You're gonna have one classic, and then you're gonna have maybe like one mixed volume, which is gonna have probably like 4 or 5 different like extensions on one eyelash. So it's really giving you that like volume look. And then of course all volume is, you know, all the volume extensions on every single lash. And I like mixed volume because, you know, it doesn't look like you have a caterpillar on your eye. I know when I wear my falsies, like it literally is so dramatic. I like mixed volume. Like what I have now, I really like it. I just tell her like all one size. So I know there's different looks you can do. Like this person asked what size my eyelashes / style. I like to do just all one length. And I know she puts little guys in right here because it'd look weird if I had super long lashes like right here. I think she does maybe like 12s right here, and then does 13. Sometimes I do ask for like longer ones in the end just to give that like winged look. I know there's like different looks called like baby doll look, which is like longer on the inside and then shorter on the outside, so it makes your eyes like look really big. As for a size right now, 13s. All right, so the second question I have right now is, are they hard to take care of? No, they are not hard to take care of. They are so low maintenance, but if you're someone who wears makeup all day, every day, it's still easy to take care of. I don't know. But you just need to, you know, preserve them until your next fill. So whenever you wash your face, make sure you're doing it really gently and just be mindful of them. Like, some people forget they're there. I sometimes forget they're there. I would like rub my eye really hard, be like, oh no, and then maybe like one would come out and I'd be like, there goes $5, like, you know? So I would just be mindful of them. Like, you just don't need things to like upkeep them, you know? All you gotta do is just brush them if one's a little bit like wonky and like falls down, and that will happen, but you just kind of brush them and you don't even need to. Like, I feel like when I brush them, it like pulls them, but just be gentle with them. Just be mindful of them. Make sure that you know that they're still there, because like I said, they will come off if you do forget that they're there. So the third question is, can you face the shower or get them wet? And the answer, yes. Yes, you can. So when you're in the shower, I would say just wash your face like this, get it all sudsy right here. And then what I do is I let the water hit this side, and then turn around, and I would like dunk my head back, but then use like a hand to cover it so like the suds would run to the side. That actually helps out a lot. And the same thing if you're washing your face in the sink. I kind of just get like, oh my god, this is like the best tip ever. You get your face all sudsy, or if you use a milk cleanser or whatever, you get your face all cleansed, I guess, whatever, and then you just submerge a face towel in water so it's like seeping wet, and you literally just kind of wipe the soap off. And I just feel like it's the most relaxing thing ever, especially if it's like warm or hot water. It just kind of feels like you're exfoliating your pores almost. So like I just do that, and that actually helped my skincare routine a lot too. It's all about just preserving them and trying to not be rough around them, because they will fall out, and that's always sad. So, alrighty, question 4, how long do they last? So like I said, all these questions kind of like overlap. It's all about taking care of them. It really just depends on your guys' lash cycle. And what a lash cycle what a lash cycle is when, you know, the majority of your lashes kind of fall out and new ones grow in. And it kind of does suck when you're going through a lash cycle when you have extensions on, because there goes all your money. Typically, I get mine scheduled every 3.5 weeks, once a month, whatever. And, you know, I kind of just schedule that ahead of time and block out my schedule and kind of base everything around that, if that makes sense, because it is hard to schedule, especially if like your eyelash lady's busy or something. Like, you definitely need to think ahead about that. So I'd say about 3.5 weeks you have to get a fill. Number 5, how much do they cost? All right, so piggybacking off the last question about how long do they last about 3.5 weeks. How much do they cost? So how much is this gonna cost you every month, basically? Okay, let me break down the definition of full and fill. So a full means your entire eye, basically. You have no extensions on your eyelashes, and that's a full. So fulls are more expensive than fill. So fill is going to be, you know, filling in the gaps. And my first time getting a fill, I come in with like one eyelash and I'm like, I'm ready for my fill, but my eyelash lady was like, no, I'm gonna charge you for a full. You're gonna have to pay for a full if you don't have any eyelashes on, and that's, oh my god, the price range is so crazy. So for my eyelash lady, who I love so much, charges I think $75 for a full, and then $45 for a fill, which is extremely good. Most eyelash places charge you like anywhere from like $90 to $200. $200 a month for a full. But if you get a fill, it's cheaper, but let's just say it's $100 for a fill. That's $100 a month. That's so crazy, you know? So I would definitely say you need to budget your money if you are thinking about investing in sounds so weird, investing in eyelashes. I don't know why it's so funny. I just feel like once you're committed, you know? I think it's all a part of like self-care. Self-care. I would say you would definitely need to think ahead and budget, especially if you like them and you're like, oh my God, like I wanna do this. I would definitely say to budget your money. All right, question 6 is about the process. So how long does it take to get a fill? It doesn't take that long. It only takes me like, well, for a fill, it's about 45 minutes. Obviously, it's gonna take longer if you are more gappy. If you have like no eyelashes on, that's gonna take maybe like an hour. But she goes really fast. Like we're just talking throughout it and I don't even feel it, to be honest. Whatever she does, because your eyes are obviously closed during the whole process, she puts like little gel pads in, the tape, and then you're just closing your eyes the whole time and all I hear is like ding, 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 ding. I think it's like the tweezers or something. I don't know, that's literally it. So it goes by really fast, and especially if you guys are like deep in convo, like it just goes by really fast. So about 45 minutes, I'd say. All right, so question 7 is, do they hurt? I wouldn't say they hurt. This past December, my lashes fell out so fast. I was probably going through a lash cycle. When I got them done, it felt a little bit heavy because I haven't had them in a while, and they didn't hurt, but I know when I woke up, they just felt clumped together. Like nothing on her end or anything, but I just felt, you know, it was just heavy. It didn't hurt at all. The process should not hurt. If you go to someone and they hurt you, like when they're taking off eyelashes or they're putting new ones on, the process should not hurt you. If you are going to someone who hurts you, I would just stop and go to someone else. Number 8, can you wear makeup or strip lashes over? Of course, I'm wearing makeup right now. I kind of just go to the store and get strip lashes only when I'm booked for another fill and I'm in between that fill. Like right now, I would not put strip lashes over this. I would not put mascara on. I wouldn't curl them with the wand. They're curly right now. If you are looking for that like super bold dramatic look, I would just get volume, get full volume. But if you really, really need to, you can wear strip lashes over them, but just know that when you are taking them off, some of the glue might be tacky to where it pulls off couple of your extensions, and that's happened to me. So like I said, in between fills, like at the maybe in the last couple of days before my next fill, and if I have to go somewhere, if I go out or something, then I would wear strip lashes. I do get self-conscious sometimes. Like let me just go off on a little tangent here, but I was at one of my mom's like work events. It was about like some startup giving pitches, and my mom was on the panel. It was kind of like Shark Tank setup, and I was running late that day. My mom was like, we gotta go. I had to leave at a certain time. There wasn't like, no, wait for Kelly. Like, I'm always late, by the way, guys. And I had like 3 lashes on. I had like 2 prongs on my eyes, and one of them was like crooked like this, facing down. And no matter how much I brushed it, the glue was like half off the eyelash. So it was like this. And that was like the first time in a long time, like within these 2 years I've been getting them, that I actually felt kind of embarrassed about it. And I could have wore strip lashes, but like I said, I was running really late. And yeah, so I met the CEO of these 3 startup companies, and it was so embarrassing because they're like, oh, where do you go to school? Or you just graduated. Yeah, what are you thinking of doing now? And I'm just like, I can't even tell you what I'm about to do with my life because I have 2 prongs on like this, and I try not to make eye contact. I was very like, yeah, yeah, like, I don't know. Anyways, if you do have time, and if you do get self-conscious, or even if you don't, you just like having lashes on, yes, you can wear strip lashes. As for wearing makeup with your lashes, like right now, it is gonna be a little bit harder to clean them since I am wearing eyeliner on top. But what I like to do is, 1, use a cotton pad when taking your makeup off. You're not just gonna First off, don't ever wash your face with makeup on. Take your makeup off and then wash your face, little skincare tip. And then 2, get a Q-tip, one that's not super cottony, like make sure it's like super smooth, if that makes sense. Like I know there's a lot of like flyaways on like cotton stuff, like cotton balls, and sometimes it'll like get up in your eyelash and it's just like really irritating because you don't know where it's at because it's clear and it ends up in your eye. So that's like an issue I have. So I would use like cotton pads instead, and then, you know, put your makeup remover or micellar water, whatever you guys use. So question 10, like I said, all these questions kind of like overlap. So number 10 is like, how do I clean my lashes? Basically just, like I said, take a cotton pad with your micellar water or makeup remover, go around your whole face area first, and then eyebrows, maybe eyelids right here, nothing close to like your your waterline, just kind of go around, whatever. And then I always take another cotton pad, kind of like a dry one, and kind of like pick up that makeup you just removed. And then wash your face. Take a Q-tip and kind of dip it in the water or remover, whatever you guys use, and then kind of just like dab it. Don't go like this, because one, the cotton will like come off on your eyelashes. I would just like submerge it, let it soak, and then take the opposite side and kind of pick that product up. Eventually your makeup will come off, especially if you're in the shower. The steam will lift it off. But if you are the type of person that wears makeup, you know, all day, every day, I would just say, just be gentle with them and use a Q-tip, use a cotton pad, and always make sure you have like a wet towel and like you go wipe around it instead of just like this, you know. And it's so easy for me to just splash water in my face and like do this motion, but it, you know, kills your lashes. So it's all about preserving your eyelashes, and yeah, that's about it. All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys behind the scenes, just so you guys can see like the process and like what really goes on. If you guys have any further questions about it, I'm just gonna show you like what I go through like every month and see her little setup and stuff. It's so cute. All right, so let's go. Hey guys, so I just got to my fill appointment and I'm about to go in, but I want to show you guys my eyelashes and like where they're at. This is like the most I've ever had in a fill. Typically I usually only have like 3 or 4 on each side, which is really bad. This is the first time where they actually fell out like decently, because typically they look like this. They look like the Cynthia doll. Like, if you guys know what I'm talking about, they're literally like 3-pronged, like eyelashes upside down. Horrible eyelashes when I go get a fill, but these ones actually, like, they're all facing the same direction and they're not sparse. Typically I'd have like a couple over here and then like a couple over here, but like I feel like this is like one of my good fills, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go in and show you guys her studio, and she's gonna show you the before and after from her point of view, so you guys can see my natural lashes and then you guys can see the extension that goes on top of it. So, oh, and as you guys can tell, I dyed my hair since I filmed the last video, and I put up a video about that too if you guys want to see it, but right now we're gonna go in and get a fill. So with the same thing I always get, which is 14 millimeter. I don't know the measurement, but it's just asked for 14 D curl, and D curl would be the curliest one you can do. And yeah, so this is raw footage. I have no makeup on, and I feel like it's best to go in with no makeup. It just kind of, you know, messes with like the lash line, like if you have makeup on, and I really just want the lash to stick to the extension as best as possible, so I don't wear any makeup at all and try not to have any oil on my face or anything that's gonna like make it slippery or wet or anything like that. So yeah, so like I said, my eyes are still really watery, but that's like normal, and most of the time like this doesn't happen, so it's like really rare, but sometimes it does happen. It goes away by the time I start driving home. And this is the moment where I always take my selfies. Also, when you go, I forgot to mention that you get one of these guys. I literally have these all in my car. So the truth is that this stuff will pile up too. I tell her, I'm like, no, like I don't need a new one, I'm good, I have one. She's like, no, here, you need it. It's like sanitary to have like a new one. I'm just like, okay. So here is the truth about eyelash extensions. This is the tea, you guys. Like, is it worth it? Should you invest all this money in it? The answer is yes. I would say definitely get eyelash extensions if you haven't for the first time. Try them out and see if you like them. On the flip side, 3 negative things about them: they're expensive, so I would say you need to invest in them. Put aside money. Some people may be laughing at this video right now because they're like, oh, $45, that's a joke. I pay $90 for a fill, which is true. I've had some girl, one of my coworkers was like, yeah, I pay $90 for a fill, but she has these big eyes as well, so like, so many lashes, you know. Maybe for other people, other college students maybe who like can't really afford that, like just take that into consideration, that every single month, almost like 3 to 3.5 weeks, maybe even 2 weeks sometimes, you're gonna need to pay that every time, plus tip. So The second truth about eyelash extensions is that they get everywhere, like literally everywhere. I find them on the floor, like in the corner sometimes. I'm like, how did this even get here? I found one in my underwear one time. I was going to the bathroom and maybe I blinked when like going to the bathroom and it just fell in there and I'm like, what the like it just, the most randomest places, okay? My car, my house, laundry, the bed, pillows, they just fall out, you know? They're like part of your lashes. It's like nails when they grow out. Well, I guess nails don't fall off, but they're gonna fall out and get everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I literally mean everywhere. So you gotta sweep your house, wash your, I don't know, you just gotta take care of them, okay? And the last thing, the last truth about eyelash extensions is that they are high maintenance. When I say high maintenance, it just means that you have to consider them every 3 weeks. So it's kind of like, you know, not as often, it is more often than getting your hair done. You get your hair done every few months or something like that, right? But getting your eyelashes done is like every few weeks. So you have to be on it with the booking. And with my eyelash lady, she gets booked so fast to where I'm like texting her because she has an app too, to where you can just like find a slot, pick it, go. But sometimes, usually within a week or so out, she's booked, and so it's like, uh-oh, I'm on, you know, the 3rd week or whatever, even the 4th week, and I'm like, I can't wait another week, you know? So it is high maintenance with scheduling. On the flip side though, they are low maintenance with taking care of them. If you literally just, you know, don't irritate your eye, don't rub your eye, sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with these. They're really low maintenance. It's not like hair extensions where you have to wash them, curl them, dry them, whatever, you know, style them. They're already styled, they're already curled, so it's very low maintenance look. And especially if you don't like wearing makeup like me and you kind of just want to wash your face, your skincare routine, and then go, perfect. All right guys, so that was the truth about eyelash extensions, my experience with them, and then all the questions that you guys have been asking me. Hopefully I answered them. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me and we can talk a little bit more. So that was the truth about eyelash extensions. Thank you guys for watching my video. One of my first YouTube videos ever. Wow. All I hear is like ding, 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 ding. It's like hair basically, and your eyelashes have hair. Eyelashes have hair.